This is your favorite curator, the digital collectible purrator. This video is going to be breaking the internet, guys, because this is the most demanded DeGods video out there. I've had plenty of people reaching out to me. Hey, Cat, what are the best mythic traits? Well, for that reason and that reason only, I present to you the DeGods Mythic traits tier lists. There's only one way this is going to work out. You see a tier list here from S to F tier. At the top, S tier only has room for one spot, and we go all the way down to F tier. F tier also will have one loser, the least desired DeGod trait, and we're going to we're going to provide some order in this chaos. So anyways, TLDR, this is my opinion. This is a right opinion. And anyone who disagrees with me, let me know and we'll fight it out. All jokes aside, let's get to it. Yeah. We start out with Rainbow Laser Eyes. I would say this is a solid B tier. Very much undervalued though. Reason being is people don't seem to care about it too much. But fact is, this is the only mythic eye trait. There is objectively no rarer ice traits out there. And, well, there's 71 in the entire collection, which is quite rare. It's, again, one of the best looking traits out there. And it's solid. I do kind of feel that right now the market is kind of wrong on this one. People don't seem to give two shits on this one. But yeah, that's the way it is. On to the next one. Now, this is where I might like start like rustling some feathers, guys. There we go. Radio skin. It's a mythic trait, right? It is definitely the least rare one. I believe we have 96 in the collection, which is, well, it's a lot. It's a mythic skin trait. Like mythic skins are very much desired. However, I think it's the least special one out of all of them. So we're gonna give it like a solid B tier. On to the next one. Let's start out with this one. Smoke ring. I'm not sure about like any of you guys, but I have yet to like meet someone who's gonna tell me like I'm really looking for like a smoke ring, and I'm asking to basically be paying like a little extra for that. Does not mean that this is wrong, right? There is no right or wrong with subjectivity, but it's a solid D tier. The only way where I actually like give two shits about like the way it looks is in season 3, to where basically like the background blows up in smoke, which is like kind of cool. But other than that, like you rarely see this one. I think it's like one of the shittiest within mythic traits. Doesn't mean doesn't look cool. I would just like have Rainbow Laser Eyes over a smoke ring any day of the week. D tier. There you go. Next. Mythic Wings. Now this is like getting to like the interesting territory, right? Because like it's one of the rarest traits out there. I'm not gonna decide just yet. It's one of the rarest traits out there, right? Let me see. Speciality only 43. I actually think like this is like quite literally like top 3 rarest traits. Does not mean it's most desired, right? No. A tier. I would prefer getting this one over. I would prefer getting a shitty looking Mythic Wings over a shitty looking radio any day of the week. Again, this tier list might like rustle some feathers. It is what it is, and off we go. Divine Ropes. This is one of the best pieces within the entire collection. It's one of the rarest ones. I believe there are only 36 Divine Ropes within the collection. Yep. Now, we're gonna bear with me, guys. We're going to like position this one in A tier. I don't think it's going to be a it's a strong A tier. It's a strong A tier. Let's just call it for what it is. I don't think it's the strongest A tier, but I think it's a strong A tier nevertheless. Mythic Mamba. One of the very best traits out there in this entire collection. I mean, you gotta. I'm not really comfortable like placing this like in front of like Divine Ropes, if I'm being honest. This is, I guess, like this is my opinion on the one hand, but I gotta be like a good judge in these kind of things, right? I'm seeing way more demand for a Mamba than Divine Ropes. If it's up to me, I would do this. But I kind of feel like we need to balance these things out, being realistic in things. It should be this. So I'll place it kind of like this. I think for now that's all right. Just so you know, I will like rearrange these as we go. I will. Having said that, a trance. This one is absolutely beautiful. It's not quite as rare. It is not quite as appreciated. But you gotta appreciate like the art. Right? This is like the strongest B tier out there. I believe so. I believe so. I'm just like thinking out loud with this one. Like, would I rather have like a shitty? Would I rather have like a shitty transcendent pause, or would I rather have like a shitty Mythic Wings? I'll be going for that shitty Mythic Wings. All right. Next. Third Eye. I think this one is so undervalued. I really do think so. I like this one a lot. It's actually like a lot rarer than like people make it seem. Like, if again, like just look into like this detail. It looks so cool, doesn't it? People don't seem to care about it though, and like that's one thing I take into account when I'm doing like these kind of like tier lists, right? I need to, well, give it my own like special sauce, and on the other hand, like I shouldn't be shilling my own bags and my own preferences all that much. So we're talking about like some kind of a healthy mixture in between, healthily curated or purrated, as we say here. Let me. So the Mythic Wings is really rare as well. Mythic Rings, Third Eye. Sorry, only has like 52 in the collection. You know what? I will rearrange these as we go, but I kind of feel like this is what makes sense right here, right now. I think this is kind of fair. Guys, I mean, like I'm kind of like, if you're a connoisseur or you're a enthusiast, curator, whatever you want to call it, it's kind of hard to choose between children, right? Because like at the end of the day, like this is all the art I like. I genuinely think this is the best art on Solana. But tough choices need to be made, and we're here for it. Okay, on we go. Nebula. Boom. I don't need to think about this one. Combined with another one, this is the best looking skin. It's not even close. It's good. This is definitely... We're gonna keep it like somewhere here. We'll see. Let's just like keep this right here for now. Let's see. Again, guys, like this is kind of hard on me. I hope you understand. Next. Having background. Now, so hear me out. Hear me out. Is this a shitty trait? Not at all. I love it. I think it looks great. I think it adds to it. Do I know? Have I ever heard about like a single individual scouting mythics, aka scouting this as a mythic trait? No. I think most people see it as a nice to have, but I'm quite sure that most people don't even know like it's classified as a mythic trait. For that reason and that reason only, it's going to find its home in the D tier. Next. Halo. I mean, like I got one myself, but I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Like I don't care that much for it. I just don't. I know that like a lot of people are gonna call me crazy, but like I think like this is a C tier. below the third eye. I do think so. Yeah. For now, this is it. I do kind of feel like it's pretty rare though. Let me see. 49. I mean, like, that's kind of crazy. Only 49 in the collection. Yep. Well, life's hard, guys. Next. Ice. I mean, would I have like an ice at like the same level as a divine robe? No. Would I have an ice at the same level as a mythic wings? Maybe. But you know what? I kind of don't like the visuals all that much. I just don't. I think the trans look better. It's not as rare. They're like 50 something ice. 50 something, yeah. And there's 70 trans. But again, let me prove my point. I just believe there's way more detail into this one, as well as like the trait, like it's a batched trait. So it is what it is. I'm going to move it behind the trans. As like mentioned in the beginning, hard choices need to be made. I will be rustling some feathers. It is what it is. If you don't agree with me, so be it. We can't all be friends, and that's perfectly fine. All right, next. Solana chain. This is like a good trait. I like it. It's just not that much want it. Like, I don't think people like, obviously people care. But I would say like people don't care for it to the same extent as they would care for a radio skin, for example. So having said that, like the only fair judgment to pass here. Oh my god, I mean, like, this is there's 60 Solana chains. As mentioned before, guys, like, this is something we're gonna do on the fly as well. Hard choices need to be made. Again, like, it's kind of, if anyone knows like the movie Sophie's Choice, where like this woman in World War II had to choose between either her son or daughter, that's kind of how I feel here. It is what it is. We're getting like to the end though. We're only 5 left. So yeah. Up next, Mythic War Armor. It is the centerpiece when it comes down to clothes. And you know what, guys? Even though it's not quite as rare as like the Divine Robes only has like 36, and the Mythic War Armor has 48. It's nearly impossible getting your hands on like this one. It looks awesome, right? I mean, like, just look on the detail on this. straight to number 1 spot on A tier. Here we go. No matter how shitty the rest of your DeGod is, like if it's wearing this, like you got yourself like one of the best pieces in the entire collection. You know what? Like A tier as well. A tier as well. Do we think it's better looking than the Nebula? Potentially. Probably depends on which season you're looking at. But if it's kind of interchangeable, and I believe like it is interchangeable. I mean, like, that's me. I prefer Nebula. Shoot me, guys. It is what it is. Now, where do we place this one? I do kind of feel like it's fair to say that, I mean, we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to do this. I mean, like, I'm not going to lie. Like, this is obviously like a favorite of mine. I think like if you have mythic wings in your collection, it just like adds so much to it on like all of the seasons. But there's something to be said that the demand isn't just like quite as much as with like the mythic mama. Now, how do we feel about the rest? I think like the rest is kind of makes sense. Again, there's one thing I really want to like appreciate upon or like emphasize upon. They're all mythic traits, right? Like I mean, like these are like the very best traits within the collection. Either one of these are like absolutely stunning, amazing, extremely rare. This is like the kind of shit the cool kids wear, if you will. But yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna go to like the loser right now. We're going to like the single one, which you know what, guys? I don't give a shit. I think like they're both like equally like I really don't care about like either one of them. The goatee, like equal with the smoke ring. I don't know like anyone who basically told me like, hey Cat, I'm looking for a goatee mythic. Like, are you kidding me? Like at best, like it's a nice to have. If by any chance like your profile picture seems to have this. But yeah. I kind of feel like both of them are equally like I would rather have like a heaven background in all of this. And to be honest with you, like I'm not quite sure. Like I'll give it to losers, so be it. The last piece is like the one which is going to like rustle like a lot of feathers, right? this is going to be like the conversation piece. You know what? Like, yeah, this feels right. There we go. Since it's personal and like it's all personal, I will do Mamba at the same on the same spot as a divine robe. I think it's right. I think it makes sense. This is what I'm gonna do. I feel very strongly about this one. So it is done. That means that we have 2 left. That kind of means that on the one hand, the mythic war helmet. On the other hand, the Medusa. If we're talking about like having 2 children and like you're not quite sure which one to let go, I'm going to make the hard decision here. I will put the Dylan at second place, and my theory behind it is extremely. It's hard to guys, like it's hard to tell me I'm wrong if like if the other one is basically a 1 out of 1, right? We all like the Dylan. The Dylan has like some amazing backstory. Basically, like the Dylan is slang for the Mythic War helmet. How come? Basically, there was a guy called Dylan who basically fudded the living shit out of DeGods before they went live. When they actually went live, he actually minted like a full Dylan, right? So like the Mythic War armor together with like the Mythic helmet. There's only one in the entire collection, which is, if not the best piece in the entire collection, right? At the same time, you're not going to get yourself a Medusa. You're not going to get yourself a Medusa because Free Lunch Capital pretty much has them all. They're not being let go, and like it's the same with the Dylan, but when it comes down to it, season 3 offers basically a 1 out of 1 experience for Medusas, right? You can look it up. DeGods.com/gallery. Season 3, like all the Medusas are slightly different in a 1 out of 1 manner. They haven't done that for Dylan's, and that's just what it is. Anyone who's telling you differently is just straight up lying to you. I hate it. I think that Dylan's are more special, but I also kind of feel they might have done this for Dylan's. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. This is my entire DeGods Mythic Trades tier list. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think I'm full of shit? Do you think I'm shilling my own bags? Let me know. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. I'm out. Peace.